Purdue would have been able to respond properly to the COVID-19 pandemic if you hadn't been fending off multiple federal investigations for insider trading. It's not just that you're a crook, Senator. It's that you're attacking the health of the people that you represent. You did say COVID-19 was no deadlier than the flu.
Look, I need you to stop Look, I need you to stop whatever you're doing. I don't care what you're doing. Stop and watch this entire video of Senate candidate Jon Ossoff ripping David Perdue of Georgia, the Republican from the state of Florida, ripping him to shreds. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
Well, perhaps Senator Perdue would have been able to respond properly to the COVID-19 pandemic if you hadn't been fending off multiple federal investigations for insider trading. It's not just that you're a crook, Senator. It's that you're attacking the health of the people that you represent. You did say COVID-19 was no deadlier than the flu. You did say there would be no significant uptick in cases. All the while, you were looking after your own assets and your own portfolio, and you did vote 4 times to end protections for pre-existing conditions. 4 times. And the legislation that you tout, the PROTECT Act, it includes loopholes that specifically allow insurance companies to deny policies to Georgians with pre-existing conditions. Can you look down the camera and tell the people of this state why you voted 4 times to allow insurance companies to deny us health coverage because we may suffer from diabetes or heart disease or asthma or have cancer in remission? Why, Senator?
Why, Senator? Why? Why can you not respond? Here's the answer. David Perdue can't respond because Jon Ossoff has him dead to rights. The beautiful thing about telling the truth is that it cuts more than any lie that you could ever tell. David Perdue couldn't even look at Jon Ossoff because every word that Jon Ossoff was saying was cutting right to the core because he could not reply. He could not answer because he's done everything that Jon Ossoff just accused him of. David Perdue is guilty of it. And not just David Perdue. You also have Kelly Loeffler, both of them Republican candidates for Senate from the state of Georgia who knew the pandemic was coming, but instead of doing anything on behalf of the people of Georgia, they traded their investments in the hospitality industries and various industries that they knew would be adversely impacted by the pandemic. So instead of taking care of their constituents, they took care of their portfolios, and Jon Ossoff read him for filth, but that was not it. Watch this next part.
This is so beneath the office of a U.S. Senator. You've continued to demean yourself throughout this campaign with your conduct. First, you were lengthening my nose in attack ads to remind everybody that I'm Jewish. Then when that didn't work, you started calling me some kind of Islamic terrorist. And then when that didn't work, you started calling me a Chinese communist. It's ridiculous. And you shouldn't do everything that your handlers in Washington tell you to, because you'll lose your soul along the way, Senator. What the people of Georgia deserve is a serious discussion of economic relief for Georgia families and how we're going to protect coverage for pre-existing conditions.
Thank you for your time.
Look at David Perdue's face. There's literally, he cannot turn and look at Jon Ossoff because he knows that he's guilty. He knows that Ossoff is telling the truth. He knows that he's got him dead to rights. And when a guilty man can't say anything, he can't even look you in the eye. David Perdue needs to lose this race in the state of Georgia, if for no other reason than the gruesome brutality of Jon Ossoff in that debate. Every second of it. This is the type of Democrat, listen, this is the type of fight that has to be taken to Washington, D.C. every single time in every single district from every single state. We cannot go up there playing around with Republicans as if we can have some type of bipartisanship. They have successfully executed a 50-year agenda to take over the entirety of the federal judiciary. And if we don't send people up there who is going to fight them exactly the way we saw Jon Ossoff fighting David Perdue, then we're never going to be able to take back every single thing that conservatives are trying to take from us. So good on Jon Ossoff. I hope he takes that same fighting spirit to Washington, D.C., and I hope he takes a progressive agenda with them when he goes, John. When you go, take a progressive agenda.